How's it going, everyone? As we are coming up on the month of May, that means a batch of new PlayStation Plus games will be added. You could say free PlayStation Plus games, whatever you want to call it, and I feel like the month of May and June are going to have a little bit of a microscope attached to them, and we're going to be looking at it a little bit more in-depth, especially as we get closer to the launch of PlayStation Plus Premium. I don't know how things are going to be changed. The one thing that I do want to make abundantly clear, if you do look at the PS Plus Premium description of the breakdown of the tiers list, the essential tier is what a lot of you guys already have. The $9.99 tier, the basic plus $60 a year, yada yada yada. That section and description notes that every month you'll be getting 2 free games. Now that might be a little bit interesting, as a lot of you guys have already picked up on the fact that for the longest time, it's been 3 games a month, sometimes even 4 when you have like the VR anniversary stuff, or they just throw in another game. So if we're gonna wind it back down to 2 games, that would be incredibly disappointing, but nonetheless, let's hope the quality does improve a little bit, as I know that a lot of you guys have been disappointed with the recent month's offering. I thought recently with Slay the Spire, SpongeBob Rehydrated, I thought that was pretty good, but yeah, it's a far cry from what we were getting a while ago with like the Final Fantasy VII Remake and, you know, a lot of new releases like Control Ultimate Edition, A Plague Tale Innocence, etc., etc. In this video, I want to go over games that I would love to see in the PlayStation Plus library for the month of May. Remember, I try to keep things realistic. While I'm asking for good games, I'm not asking for anything unreasonable like Elden Ring dropping in here. So sound off in the comment section down below as always, and let me know what you guys would like to see. Now, I'm sure many of you would like to see a new release be a part of the PlayStation Plus lineup for May. A game that early in the month is dropping, Trek to Yomi, I'm sure is a game some of you guys are interested in. That game will be a part of Xbox Game Pass. It's already available to pre-order on the PlayStation Store. That pretty much means it's not going to be a PlayStation Plus title. Usually, in the case of a new release being a Plus title, they don't put it up for pre-order just because they don't want to screw people over. I will throw out the option of Wildcat Gun Machine. That's a game that I think looks pretty cool. It's like this action-heavy, bullet hell style game. Looks quite good. It is available for pre-order on Steam, but not on the PlayStation Store, but that's something we've seen in the past as well, so I'm throwing that out as an option. It'd be cool if that was a PlayStation Plus game. I think that's actually something people would be happy with. Sure, it's not a game that's generating a ton of buzz, but it's a brand new game. I think it looks pretty good, and I'd love to see Wildcat Gun Machine as a Plus freebie, and I really do think that would increase the appeal of the game too, and it's been one I've been looking forward to for quite a while. We'll probably review it on the channel as well. Alright, moving on from that, let's look at a couple games that I think would fit with the Plus library, but not breaking the bank. Salt and Sanctuary I think would be a pretty cool offering. Salt and Sacrifice is coming, and I think Salt and Sanctuary would be a game that would fit right in with the Plus lineup. You know, it's not a wild addition, but as like a additional game to something big, I think Salt and Sanctuary would be a game that people would be happy to get. Alright, another game, Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. At this point, this game is going for sub $10 all the time, and it's a JRPG that I think people can really gravitate towards, and it's a game that, in my opinion, if you're not a fan of JRPGs, you could still jump into Ni no Kuni and still have a really good time, and it could be a bit of a gateway into, you know, enjoying JRPGs. That's just my opinion. I think narratively the game's strong. Obviously, the art style has aged incredibly well, and I think it would be a solid addition. Throw out the option for Far Cry 5. You know, some of you guys might even think Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6 is 6 months old, so I just don't think that's going to be a part of the library, but don't get it twisted. Far Cry 6 can be had at a very cheap price. It's $13 at GameFly right now for a complete copy of the game. Digitally, however, that game still goes for like $30, $35, so I just don't see it being realistic for it to be a Plus title. But Far Cry 5, hey, why not? I think that would be a pretty decent offering, a little bit of an older game. Maybe people will enjoy it. Maybe it'll even incline them to pick up Far Cry 6. I think that would be a solid addition. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, I mean, this is one that I think should be a slam dunk as a Plus title. Spyro is a franchise in general that is really associated with PlayStation a lot of the times, because I think a lot of people from a nostalgia standpoint associate Spyro with the Spyro Trilogy that came out on the PlayStation 1. Maybe that's just something I do, because I definitely fell into that category of growing up with Spyro on the PlayStation 1, but I think from a nostalgia standpoint, just the quality of game, I mean, they're just 3 great action platformers that you could throw in there, and they're phenomenal remakes And at this point, the game does kind of still hold up in price, but it'll be like $14 on sale, so it's not like it's this $25, $30 game at this stage of the game, on sale that is. The MSRP is still 40 bucks, I believe. I'll also throw out an option for Chivalry 2. That's on the PlayStation 5. I don't know how much this game has resonated on a console standpoint, but I feel like you could jolt up that player base quite nicely with a release of this on PlayStation Plus. I feel like people would be incredibly satisfied by it being a PlayStation Plus title, and hey, it being a Plus title, you can get all your friends to download it, you guys can jump in the game together. Chivalry's a very, very fun time. I had a great time with Medieval Warfare on PC. And Chivalry 2 seems to just be a significant improvement upon that, so as a Plus title, I think it would do quite well. Lastly, I'll throw out something that I find to be a bit unlikely, maybe it's a little bit of a stretch, but I'll throw out the option for Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Look, at some point you do, or you would think Sony will offer bigger first-party PS5 titles as Plus freebies. Now, it could be the PS4 version as well, but sometimes we see Sony put only the PS5 version as a Plus game, so I don't know how they would tackle that situation. But Sackboy: A Big Adventure is a great game. I think Sackboy, you know, as a mascot for PlayStation, maybe didn't turn out exactly as big as they wanted him to be, but I love Sackboy as a character. I love me some Little Big Planet. I thought Sackboy: A Big Adventure was a quality platformer. A game like this, I fully expected to be a part of PlayStation Plus Premium, so that is an area where it's going to be interesting how they navigate those waters, because ideally, when you're talking about the PlayStation Essential freebie, the $10 base price, you don't want that much crossover with what's offered on the PlayStation Plus Premium tier, because you want to make sure the value is still there for those that are signing up for Premium. They're going to be like, hey, why are these games just going on PlayStation Plus, the base tier? I could just sign up for the base tier and I don't need to sign up for Premium. So it's a give and take a little bit as far as that's concerned. That's something that Microsoft has to deal with as well, and you've seen kind of Xbox Live Games with Gold take a huge cratering in recent months and years, to be perfectly honest, with the emphasis put on Game Pass. Look, Game Pass is great, and Sony's not going that direction where Game Pass is going to be the be-all, end-all, but it's still something that they're going to have to work with and figure out, hey, what games do we want to put in the Essential tier, and then what games do we want to put in the more Premier tier, and there is going to inherently be a little bit of crossover that's ultimately unavoidable, but you want to mitigate that as much as possible. With Sackboy: A Big Adventure, I think at this stage of the game, bro, nobody's really buying the game at 30 bucks or however, whatever price it goes on sale for. Offer it as a Plus game. I think a lot more people will check it out. I think people will enjoy it, and they do a good job with Sackboy: A Big Adventure, using it as like a promotional tool for like other games that come out. I feel like they had like Horizon costumes and other costumes that just roll out in Sackboy that like promote other first-party games, so I find that kind of cool, and I think as a Plus title it would fit in quite well. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, no crazy requests here, but requests that of games that I think would get people more excited than some of the recent months offering. Again, I like Slay the Spire, I like SpongeBob Rehydrated. I just don't know if that resonated entirely with the larger gaming consumer that's on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Always sound off there. Enough rambling from me, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.